traveling. I don't camp.
You gotta have some hitches here and there.
I'll go to little short ones like that, but that's.
I worked 40 years at the school.
There was that.
Hey, Carl, it's almost done.
It was fun.
And I'm going to show you guys a couple of my pictures. These are some of my good friends and scouts. That's me on the right, of course. The woman on the left, her name's Alice Cliff, and her husband was the ranger at one of our scout camps for over 20 years, and she's been kind of the godmother of scouting in the area. The one in the middle, that's Sarah, and she's the one that got the singer for us.
Oh, okay.
And there's Wendy with Sarah and Jan, all the pretty girls. And that's our staff. We're doing kind of a after action review after we sent all the participants home there. And there's the whole course. And this is that David Pomerantz in the middle there. He was the singer. Well, that's all the folks we had there. So that was kind of cool. Tours. Let's hear it with the big crowd in the room. I'm so sorry I can't turn the camera around and show you this room is filled to overflowing with excited potential travelers.
And our famous Todd Kennedy.
Yes, here I am. And that was our brother Carl back there. So Travel is Fun Tours. We're a small family-owned business. We are located here in sunny St. Petersburg, Florida. Being small and family-owned, we stay responsive to your needs. We are fully licensed and insured, so you can travel in safety and not have to worry about the company going under or disappearing with your money, like happens a lot of times in the travel industry. We've got over 40 years experience. We've been around for a very long time, and I don't have any other plans for a career, so this is what I will be doing until they put me in a piney. So if we ever do have a mechanical problem, we've got a chance to get it fixed or get it replaced. Obviously, during COVID, that has been somewhat reduced. 8 to 10 is about what we've been shooting for, and actually successfully getting them out. We've been doing probably anywhere from 4 to 6 trips successfully a month. It's tough right now because don't have a lot of people willing to go. But we're going to go over all the upcoming trips. We also do overnight tours. We got a couple new ones to tell you about. And those are anywhere from 2 days up to 3 weeks sometimes. So we go all over the country. We've been as far as Alaska before. We do have a travel club, and it is $14 to be a new member. You can do that all on our website. The website is www.tiftours.com, TIFTOURS. And you can join the travel club there or do a requirement to be a member of the travel club to go on our tours. But it is great because it gets you a name tag, the mailing every month, and $2 off your trips. Bottom line with travel is fun. As you guys all know, this huge crowd in here, we are always going to be friendly and courteous, informative and comfortable. Most of all, you're going to have lots and lots of fun. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, we tried.
We try to behave.
There we go. So next is our Where in the World contest. We're going to do Where in the World. I'm going to show you a picture of a place Travel is Fun has gone before. You are going to write your name and where you think that Where in the World is. And don't yell out the answer. If you want to try and do it at home, I don't really have a way set up to do that today. So if you're not here in person, you won't have the luck to win this one. Anyway, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And here is your clue for Where in the World. I think this is kind of a tricky one. I'll give you one hint. It's not Hogwarts.
I know where it is. I remember that.
Do you really?
Yep.
Good job.
At least I'm pretty sure I do.
Ollie thinks she's got it.
Gotta look a little closer. Yeah.
You want me to whisper in your ear?
Well, maybe I don't know.
You've been there, guaranteed. Ed, do you need better glasses?
Yeah.
You're all going to kick yourselves when you see the answer at the end of the presentation.
I don't think I know. Oh, see, I've never been in. No, okay. That's pretty. I'm gonna do it this
Yeah, you should.
fall. Yeah, this fall.
Remind me to talk about it when we reveal the answer if it wasn't heard on the internet just now.
Okay.
Okay, so where in the world? That's it. We're going to jump into highlights of upcoming trips, and we've got a lot of goodies. What's that?
Barbara Garabrandt said she hears us. Everybody say, hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi,
Barbara Garabrandt says hi. Glad you could join us electronically, Barbara. Hopefully there's a bunch of others out there. So here's what's coming up the rest of this month. It's still going. We've got Lunch Bunch next week going to the back porch. And if you haven't been to the back porch before, it's kind of unique. You go in, you put down your choices on the little slip. They bring you a picnic basket with your lunch. They have antiques that they bring from overseas. They have a big arts and crafts section, so some good shopping there, as well as a real good lunch. Solomon's Castle is in real weak shape for next week. So I don't know if that's going to make it. We've only got 3 or 4 people on there. So unless a bunch of you sign up in the next few days, that one won't make it. Trailer Park Christmas, we need about half a dozen more for that one to go. So if you want to see Trailer Park Christmas, it's a really funny show. Down at the Off-Broadway Palm Dinner Theater in Fort Myers. Great food and great performances. And then the Dutchman Amish Thanksgiving. That is a go. We've got more than enough people for that bus to roll as of right now. So everybody looking for a good Thanksgiving. If you're not on it yet, get signed up. If you're going and you want to take a pie home, I do recommend you call ahead and reserve a pie because they go through 7,000-8,000 pies in a day there. I would love to be there early in the morning before the pies start getting picked up and see just how big a pile 8,000 pies is. That's a lot of pie. So that's the rest of November. That's what we've got left this month. We're going to jump into December 1st. We've got the John's Pass Pirate Adventure. We're going to get out to John's Pass around noonish, give you a chance to go get some lunch. They've got some nice restaurants out there, Bubba Gump's and a few other good places. There's some interesting shops. And then for your afternoon cruise, we're going to take you out on that pirate ship. They'll have a cash bar set up so you can get beer, wine, sangria. I don't know if they have giant punch bowls full of margaritas for you, Ed, but I'm sure you'll muddle through one way or the other.
They have to, Todd.
December 2nd, we've got the Holy Land Experience. Holy Land is over in Orlando. It's a beautiful little theme park. It's designed to look like Jerusalem 2,000 years ago. They have an incredible collection of Bibles and artifacts. It's a great museum. They've got musical performances there. They've got live actors that go around in costume. So it's really a neat place. And for being in Orlando, the food is actually priced very reasonably and is very good. December 3rd to 5th, we're going to do the St. Augustine Christmas Lights Tour. You will notice on the write-up, we don't have a parade. They did cancel the parade this year. So I did promise those who were dying for a parade, I will bring my kilt and I will march down San Marco on Saturday so you can have a parade. Don't blink and you might miss it. But it's a 3-day, 2-night trip. And we're going to be staying. We're not in the Sleep Inn. We're at the Fairfield Inn this time. And that's not on St. Augustine Beach. That's next to the Outlet Shopping Center. So we're going to be shuttling a little more than we usually do because it's a little further than the other hotel. We got dinner at a real good local restaurant. I believe we're using the Carrabba's again this year. They did a great job last year. You've got the Night of Lights. It's one of the top 10 lights displays in the world, according to National Geographic. And they're going to take us out on the trolley. We get a familiarization ride on the trolley. All day Friday, you've got a pass to ride the trolley all over town and see all the sights. And the sights include incredible things like the Lightner Museum. There's a Pirates Museum. There's a brewery, a distillery, a chocolate factory, a wax museum, Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. The fort itself is incredible. The Fountain of Youth is there. So much to do in just a couple days. You'll really enjoy it. And then on Saturday, since there's no parade, what we'll do is we'll give you time on St. George Street to do a little shopping and window shopping and get a nice lunch before we head back to St. Pete. December 10th, we've got Lunch Bunch, and that's going to be at Cooper's Hawk over in Tampa. And that's our Lunch Bunch Deluxe. It's a little more expensive than a regular lunch bunch, but worth every penny. Fantastic food, world-class service, and a few Christmas surprises and treats for you on that one. And of course, as Lunch Bunch always goes, we sing happy birthday to all of our December babies at the December Lunch Bunch. And they get tiaras and silly hats, and we have a great time. December 12th, we got Plaid Tidings, and that's at the Show Palace Dinner Theater over in Hudson. If people want to see that one, we do need some sign-ups real soon for that, because right now I don't have enough to go. And it's based on Forever Plaid, which is a story of a young male singing group from the 1950s, and they get in a car crash and they come back as angels and try to help out at the sock hop. This one has a Christmas theme, so it'll have a lot of great Christmas music in it. Now, you might notice we're missing a couple trips. The Straz has canceled My Fair Lady and Wicked, so those won't be going on in December and January. And the RP Funding Center has put a break on some of their shows, so Remembering Hee Haw is off the calendar. The local dinner theaters, though, are still going strong. So December 13th to 18th, if you want to get out of town and have a great show, we're going to go to Gaylord Opryland. And we're going to have 2 nights at Gaylord Opryland, 10 meals included on this trip, 5 breakfasts, a lunch, and 2 dinners. 2 nights at the Gaylord Opryland Resort. And if you've never been there, it's an amazing place. It's huge. It's decorated beautifully for the holidays. We're going to have a Christmas dinner and show with the Oak Ridge Boys. We've got on the way home, we've got a night at Callaway Gardens. While we're in Nashville, we've got a meal and a tour at the Country Music Hall of Fame and a performance with a recording artist who's yet to be announced. And then we've got 2 nights at Drury Inns on the way up and back. This one's filling up pretty good, so if you want to get on it, I recommend you call and get on there right away. December 16th, if you don't want to go all the way to Nashville, if you would like to see what Gaylord can do locally, we're going to go over to Orlando and go to Gaylord Palms and have our Christmas with them. We're going to have a great lunch, early dinner at Villa de Flora. They have Cirque Dreams, which is a performance in the main atrium. They have a new show. In the past, we've sold tickets to ICE, where they do ice sculptures in a big room. They couldn't import the ice sculptors this year, so instead they're going to have an exhibit called I Love Christmas Movies, where you can actually be in the Christmas movies. You can take your picture in front of Clark Griswold's ridiculously lit up house from Christmas Vacation. You can see the Polar Express. You can be in all kinds of fantastic movies like Elf with Will Ferrell. So that'll be a real treat. Then we've got our tropical Christmas trip. That's going to be 3 days, 2 nights. Leaves on Christmas Day, as always, around lunchtime, so you can open presents with the grandkids. And then we're going to have a performance of Irving Berlin's show, Holiday Inn, on that first night at the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater. We will be staying 2 nights at the Fort Myers Drury Inn. Now we've got a lunch at Der Dutchman. You got a ride in the 10,000 Islands boat ride and other kind of great treats that I think you'll get a kick out of. Then to wrap up the year, we've got spectacular New Year's Eve. We've got a fair number of folks on it already, but we still have more room for you. So for our New Year's Eve, we kind of took our usual schedule that we've done for years and years, and we tossed it around and we shook it up and came up with some new things for you to do. So this one has 4 meals included, 2 nights at the Fort Myers Holiday Inn Express. We're going to tour some surprising historic sites en route that we've never been to before. Some really interesting little surprises for you on the way. For New Year's Eve, we're going to get checked in the hotel. Then we're going to go down to the waterfront in Fort Myers and get on the Captain JP for our midnight New Year's Eve cruise. With a little bit of luck, Fort Myers usually fires off fireworks downtown to celebrate New Year's Eve. So hopefully we'll be seeing that just as the boat's coming in to dock after midnight. We're going to do a New Year's Day visit to the Immokalee Casino. Then on the way home, we're going to be visiting the Babcock Wilderness Tour. We're going to have a stop at the Shell Factory and some other good surprises on that one. So it should be a really neat trip. Now, to entertain you for the month of November, I have some cute critters for you to look at. Hopefully you at home can see the screen okay. First one is a dog all dressed up for his walk, and he's wearing shoes. Barbara, hopefully you're still watching this. That should look familiar to you because I've seen you do that to your dogs. And there's a good one for the guys here. What a well-trained dog, isn't he? I'm pretty sure that's a he. And there's just some cute little cubs. Hi there. You made it. Cute little cubs for you. And there's a squirrel taking care of her baby. Up on the screen here.
What are we watching?
I'm showing the slides between the months like I do. There we go. And there's just a kitty cat enjoying the flowers. Just some uplifting stuff because we've all had a rough couple months lately. Thought we could use some entertainment. So jumping into January, we're going to kick off January with Wendy's Bay Area Murder History Tour, Murder Mystery History. So she's going to take you all around, show you where some of the grisliest murders and biggest mysteries have occurred in the Pinellas County, St. Petersburg area. You're going to have lunch on your own at the Citrus Park Mall. So you can get a little shopping in on there too. And that should be a real fun day with Wendy and Jesse. We've got the Biloxi Getaway going January 10th to 13th. That's a 4-day trip, and that's going to include a 3-night stay at the beautiful Beau Rivage Casino Resort in Biloxi. You're going to get a little bit of touring of Biloxi, Mississippi. You get visits to a couple other casinos. And, of course, you've got the best driver and tour guide in the world.
That's a really nice hotel.
Is it? I've never been to that one.
I've been there before.
Yeah, I think that might be where Buffy is right now. I know she just went on a trip to Biloxi. I don't know if she's back yet.
That's really nice.
Buffy, if you're here, we miss you. January 14th, we are shooting to have a nice magic show with my good friend James Songster with an included meal. Should be a real hoot. January 19th, we've got Marina Jacks coming, and that is going to be down in Sarasota Bay. That's the boat right there. Isn't that a pretty boat? Fantastic meal included, a little bit of touring around Sarasota and cruising around Sarasota Bay. The water is beautiful, crystal clear blue water. Gorgeous Mediterranean architecture surrounding the bay. So really nice day there. January 21st is going to be a unique lunch bunch. We're going to go to a brand new place in January called Bob's Train. And Bob is a retired Navy guy. And somebody talked him into buying these old retired Ringling Brothers touring train cars. And he had them hauled to this location, set them up as a restaurant. So we're going to go into the Ringling Brothers touring cars. They've actually got pictures and memorabilia from the circus there. One of his waitresses is actually a retired trapeze performer from the circus. And he's got a really special lunch set up for us. So you're going to really dig this one. Then in January, we've got Amelia Island in Fernandina Beach, one of our most popular trips. You have a chance to see Cumberland Island right from the hotel where the wild horses run. We're going to have 2 nights at the Hampton Inn Amelia Island. Again, you can see Cumberland Island right from the hotel. We've got guided historic tours, a Beach Creek boat tour, the Atlantic Ocean driving tour, and we'll have a short visit to St. Augustine for you too. Then January 27th, we're going to see Happy Days, and that's going to be at the Broadway Palm Dinner Theater on the main stage. Happy Days are here again as all your favorite characters are back, including Richie, Potsy, Ralph Malph, and the King of Cool, Arthur the Fonz Fonzarelli, in this all-new musical based on the hit TV series. The famed drive-in malt shop and #1 hangout, Arnold's, is in danger of demolition, so the gang comes up with a plan to help. Return to the days of 1959 Milwaukee, complete with varsity sweaters, hula hoops, and jukebox sock-hopping fun. So that'll be Happy Days at the Broadway Palm, and as always, great food and performances there. January 29th, we're going to do the Columbia Restaurant with the flamenco dancers again. It's been a while since we've done that. So incredible food and amazing dancers. And we give you a little bit of a tour of the Ybor City area. Then, wrapping up the day trips for January, we're going to go to Wild, Florida. That's over, I cannot remember the name of the town. You may have done it, but you haven't done all of it because they have a new feature. They've got a drive-through safari. So we're going to take, when we arrive, we're going to take the bus through the drive-through safari. Then you'll have 3-4 hours to enjoy the walkthrough portion of the zoo, see the lemurs, visit the tree sloths. They have albino gators. They have available, you can actually have one-on-one personal contact with some of the animals. So you go to the gift shop, buy a ticket, you can go feed Guy the lemur, or you can go have your lunch inside the alligator hut while they serve it to you at a table surrounded by gators. That's pretty cool. They also have an airboat ride there. That would all be extra if you want to do those things. We're going to top that off with another trip through the drive-through safari. So that's a pretty cool day. And then wrapping up January and moving into February, hot off the presses, we just cooked up this tour this week. This is our Miami-Fort Lauderdale adventure. So we're going to be spending 2 nights staying at the Spring Hill Suites in Fort Lauderdale. It has got 3 meals included. It has got a tour of Vizcaya. If you don't know what Vizcaya is, it's a beautiful mansion right on the water down there. It's got a lot of incredible history. It's well worth seeing. We're going to have a Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous canal tour in Fort Lauderdale.
That's not on here?
It is. It's on the back with all the multi-day tours, where all multi-day tours go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
When is that?
That is January 31st to February 2nd. You see it now?
Yeah, South Florida Getaway.
That's the one.
Spring Hill Suites.
Yes, sir.
Barbara wants to know what happened to January 28th. Is that canceled?
What was January 28th?
Any plans?
Natalie.
Natalie Needs a Nighty, yes. Just for Laughs Dinner Theater has pulled the plug on that performance. So Natalie Needs a Nighty will not be going, unfortunately. So again, we're going to also be going to the Everglades Holiday Park. You'll get an airboat ride and see some critters there. And you'll get a South Beach, Miami driving tour. So that's sure to sell quickly. Get yourself on board for that one quick. That's the end of January, so it's time for some more cute critters, which I know Tom can't wait. He can't get enough of the cute critters. Oh, it's a little kitty making friends with a horse's eyeball.
Oh, isn't that cute?
It's adorable. And there's a squirrel stealing Ed's margarita.
No way. No way. No.
Looks like
No way.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's Ed's. The squirrel is dead. That's probably it.
We had to have that margarita.
There's a hummingbird checking himself out. Real pretty. And
Look at all the birds with that.
yeah, they're trying to steal that poor prairie dog's lunch. And this is for my Wood Badge friends in the Fox Patrol. A fox enjoying the finer things in life. I think that's a daffodil. Who knows their flowers? Is that a daffodil?
Looks like a daffodil. Daffodil.
And some lazy cats
Roadkill.
taking up some spot on the hood there.
Roadkill.
Rotten cats. Okay, jumping into February. We just cooked up all our February trips. We're going to start February off with a trip over to Apollo Beach. We're going to visit the manatees over there. We're going to visit Ybor City and do a little touring there. We're going to have lunch at Fred's Family Market in Plant City. We're going to go to Parksdale Farms and pick us up some strawberries and get, have you ever had their strawberry shake that just has huge chunks of strawberry in it? Oh, it's like heaven on earth. So that's manatees and strawberries on February 1st. February 5th, we're going to go back to Tampa Bay Downs. We haven't been there in a couple years now, and it's really a spectacular place. One of my favorite things to do for the day. It is a whole lot of fun. They have an indoor buffet we're going to go to, and they will be serving it cafeteria style for you. They have indoor seating, air conditioned, so you can watch the race from up there. Your ticket also allows you to go out to the stands if you want. If it's a nice day, you can go out to the stands and actually be right by the track and watch them horses just go thundering by you. Yes, sir, Mr. Ed.
I just got a message from Wendy. She said the internet has locked up.
Oh, dearie me. Internet has locked up. Well, that happens to me. Did it just happen? Can you
I
ask her?
guess so. She just sent this.
I made it further than I did last month. We'll see. I don't probably have good enough internet connection in here for it to really go well. All right, so I'm going to do the rest of this just for you guys. If anybody at home sees this, hopefully it's working, but probably not. But on we go. So anyway, Tampa Bay Downs, you can bet on the races. They have simulcast on the screen, so you can bet on races across the country. And it's just really a neat place to spend a day. I enjoy the heck out of it. Food's great there. February 6th, I've had some requests. We're going to go to the Oldsmar Flea Market. And it's one of the older flea markets in the area. It started out as a you store it and developed into being a giant flea market as people started selling stuff out of their storage spaces. We will have a lunch stop before getting to the flea market because they don't have a whole lot of food right on site at the flea market. Probably be a McDonald's or a Burger King stop. February 11th, we've got the marvelous Wondurettes at the Show Palace Dinner Theater. And that's a cotton candy colored nonstop pop musical blast from the past. The marvelous Wondurettes takes you to the 1958 Springfield High School prom. As we learn about their lives and loves, we are treated to the girls performing such classic 50s and 60s songs, such as Lollipop, Dream Lover, Stupid Cupid, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, It's My Party, It's in His Kiss, which is also known as the Shoop Shoop song, and so many more. And that's up at the Show Palace in Hudson. They do a great job up there. I know they're raring to go to get us back in the door and see some shows, so sign on up so we can go. For Valentine's Day, we're going to go back out on the Calypso. Actually, it's not the Calypso Queen. That is the Calypso. Is it the Queen?
No, the Breeze it says.
The Breeze. I got to change that. Ollie, would you make a note for me to change that on this log? That would be a big help. Thank you, ma'am. We're going to go out on the Calypso Breeze, and that's out of John's Pass. They're going to take you for a real nice luncheon cruise with entertainment, and they will have beer, wine, rum punch, and that's all included. We'll also have some Valentine surprises for you. We'll have a little chocolate, usually some beads or other goodies, so you can feel like you're celebrating Valentine's Day. Even if you don't have a Valentine with you. Travel is fun will be your Valentine. February 16th, we're going to give it a try going back to the Florida State Fair. We haven't done it in years, but that's a good one. It's one of the best state fairs, I think, in the country. A lot of good stuff to see there. February 18th, by popular request, we're going to go back to Alfano's in Clearwater for lunch bunch.
I'll even go.
Ollie will be there. So as an added bonus, you get to go on a lunch bunch with Ollie. You can't beat that. No extra charge. February 20th, on a Saturday, we've got Till Theft Do Us Part. And that's a comedy at the Off-Broadway Theater. It's a story of Winston Johnson. He's an investment banker who gets fired. He doesn't have the heart to tell his wife, so he resorts to thievery. But when his conscience gets the best of him, he goes back to the homes he robbed to try and return what he stole. Of course, he's keeping odd hours doing all this, and his wife starts to get suspicious, so she tries to catch him in the act. And that's when his life turns upside down. So that should be absolutely hilarious. And as always, great food at the Broadway Palm. Look at that good food. And you'll notice in the Off-Broadway Palm, they have theater-type seating instead of dinner theater tables. Space Coast Adventure. I am really excited about this one. This is, we've done the Space Center a bunch of times, but this has some bonus features that we've never done before that I really think you're going to dig. So we're going to head out on day one. We're going to do a lunch stop at Disney Springs. It's on the back of the sheet there, John, with the multi-day
February
tour.
22nd.
Yes, sir. There you go. Okay, so it's got 2 nights at the Best Western Space Shuttle Inn. We used to use this hotel years ago. Quite honestly, it was getting a little bit run down, starting to get long in the tooth. They closed it about 2 years ago and did a major refurbishment of the place. It's in great shape now. It's beautiful. So we're going to stay there for 2 nights. They used to have a Durango steakhouse. They're going to open a brand new Space Shuttle themed beef O'Brady's in the lobby. So it'll be right there on the ground so we can get good food to eat. So day one, we're going to stop at Disney Springs, let you get some lunch, and then we're going to head out to Cocoa Beach, which we've never really toured Cocoa Beach that I recall. We're going to pick up a local step-on tour guide there. She's going to get on the bus. Her dad worked for NASA his whole career, and she knows all the spots where the astronauts would hang out, where they would meet young ladies, where they would race their Corvettes. She's going to tell us all the great stories about Cocoa Beach. We're going to wrap that part up with a trip over to the Ron John Surf Shop and give you an hour or two to get some shopping done. If you're really crazy, if you want to walk a block or two, you can walk behind the Ron John and go out to the beach, Cocoa Beach, stick your feet in the ocean there.
Barbara said she's still on, Todd.
Is she's still getting it?
Still with us.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Thanks for hanging. It's a miracle. I might make it through the whole meeting this month. Okay, I'm excited. So anyway, that's a new feature we've never done before. A historical tour of Cocoa Beach with Ron John. Day 2, we're going to have a full day at Kennedy Space Center. Now, I'm trying to work in a bonus for you guys because the Air Force, Cape Canaveral, actually has another museum. There's a space museum there. It's a short one, wouldn't take much more than an hour. So right now, I can't confirm if I can get us in there, but if I can, we'll go to the Cape Canaveral Museum for an hour or so first, and then go to Kennedy Space Center Visitor Center for the rest of the day. So again, that Cape Canaveral Center we haven't done before. And then we'll get back to the hotel on day 2, have a nice relaxing dinner. Ed can have 5 or 8 margaritas at Beef O'Brady's.
Now we're talking.
And then we'll get a good night's rest because on day 3, we're going to go out on the Victory Casino cruise out into the Atlantic. They've got entertainment. They're going to give you some free play, a nice lunch, and just have a beautiful day out on the ocean. When we finally get back from that, we're going to head home. Depending on the scheduling and timing and how everybody on the bus feels, we'll decide then if we're going to stop for dinner on the way home or not. If we do dinner stop, it'll be dinner on your own at the Cracker Barrel in Lakeland. If everybody's more anxious to get home, we'll just head straight home and have a late dinner when we get to the house. So that's the Space Coast Adventure. I hope a bunch of you will join me on it. I will have some good video presentations on the bus to share with you too, because I have a huge collection of space films to share with you. I've got a lot of requests for this too. February 27th on a Saturday, we're going to do a mystery tour. What's a mystery tour? It's not a murder mystery. It is, I ain't telling you. Here's what I will tell you. We're going to have a nice lunch, and we're going to go someplace new that we haven't done before, and it'll be fun and interesting. And that's all I'm going to tell you. And you'll have to sign up and go to find out the rest.
And it'll be on the bus.
It will be on the bus, and I'll give you one more hint. Probably we'll go over a bridge at some point. So now back to cute critters. Here's another one, and I think it's a squirrel brain surgeon checking this kid out, maybe.
A squirrel and a baby.
And baby polar bears, aren't they cuddly?
That's for you.
Don't you just want to hug them?
Jackie in the harbor.
Oh, stop.
And the baby, doesn't he look like he's in trouble?
It looks like he's talking. Stop.
Stop.
No, he looks like he's in trouble to me.
Little puppy dog.
They're adorable.
Now, I don't know exactly what's going on in here, but somebody's probably going to the hospital, I
Yeah, I
think.
know, I look like something small.
Not that horse.
No, that's a bull.
It's a brown
Oh,
bull.
the bull.
Yeah, that's a bull. And then here's somebody else probably going to the hospital. That's not working out too good for the guy in the tree. And to finish it off on that theme, one more probably going to the hospital.
Ouch.
Stop that dog.
Okay, and then for next year, we're going to be going to the Grand Canyon. That's going to be in May. And to give you a hint, I've got 28 people signed up right now for next May's trip to the Grand Canyon. A lot of incredible features on that. Full day at the Grand Canyon. We're going to all those great cities. We're going to see the Petrified Forest, the Cowboy Museum. We're going to go to South Fork, which is the ranch from Dallas. Sadly, I don't think JR is still there, but Wendy does have a cowgirl hat to entertain you with. So who wants to know what day it is? Here's your holidays for today. It's Veterans Day. So thanks to all of our veterans. John, I know you're a veteran. Tom, you're a veteran too?
Air Force.
Air Force? I guess I'll count that.
I didn't sign
Okay.
that.
Thanks.
Us Army guys will let you in.
Civilians in uniform.
Oh, come on, John, be nice.
My son's in the Air Force.
It's
I told him, join,
Yeah,
when you say join the Air Force.
my father-in-law was Air Force too. We had some interesting conversations. Today is also Origami Day if you like folding paper. And if you haven't had your ice cream yet out at the buffet, it is National Sundae Day.
Do we put I didn't put an answer, where does it?
You didn't see it.
Better put a name on it?
Yeah, put your name.
Nobody-
Rumor mill trip's coming up. We're going to try and work out a Charleston coming up.
So I need my.
We're working on New Orleans. I may do a St. Augustine in March. And does anybody have any questions before we get to where in the world?
Where is the world? That's what-
I didn't even look at them.
Okay, well, I'll cheat.
It's not going anywhere.
Let's see. No
Is,
questions?
St. Augustine still on?
Yes.
Still on?
Yeah, it's still looking good. My golly, I don't think. Okay, the only person who gave me an answer on where in the world is Ed, and Ed thought our where in the world was a casino. It is not a casino, although you're kind of gambling with your future going here.
I didn't get to see the picture, I didn't even know what to.
That's what happens when you come late.
He
There's a
got it.
tornado out there.
You still made it.
They were fearless.
Anyway, you still have just as good a chance as everybody else because nobody else answered. Anyway, the answer to the where in the world is, it is Flagler College, originally known as the Hotel Ponce de Leon in St.
Yeah,
Augustine.
yeah,
And that is the dining hall there. So I am going to draw a winner at random here for our where in the world, because that's how we do where in the world. Those of you at home can see I'm not cheating. I'm going to pick this one. I'm not peeking. I'm going to pick this one here, and that goes to Barbara Soha. So Barbara, you get $25 off your next trip with Travel is Fun.
And you didn't even know, see?
No, I didn't
See?
even know.
Okay, so I'm going to give away 2 more prizes today, and I'm going to let Ollie pick what the prizes are. And I'm going to have Barbara pick a name for me. So Barbara, would you pick a card? Any card?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. That is going to go to Ed. Ed is going to get the assorted Lindt truffles.
Yeah.
So party at Ed's.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, and Ollie, I'm going to have you pick our second and final prize for today.
Let's go in the middle.
And that's going to be John Garcia. Ollie,
We'll give them some doves.
some Dove dark chocolates. Dove dark chocolate, that's actually good for your heart.
Dark, dark
That's,
is the best.
that's my man.
So that is the travel club meeting for